So I just wanted to come on here and share about this process where I take the cycle of the butterfly and I break it down into phases and stages that we should go through in life, how the stages of the butterfly. Now I call this let the cycle begin. That's what I named it. Um, Maybe over 10 years ago. And so I just want to go through the stages of the butterfly and kind of line it up with if we follow that particular procedure or method or transition that the butterfly go through, it could be like a real secret and the blueprint of transitioning through this thing called life, because the butterfly go through stages and it goes through like four stages, which we have 4 quarters out of the year. And the first stage of a butterfly is the egg stage. An egg is laid on a leaf um, during the first stage of the butterfly. So I thought to myself, how can I use that same process or stage of that butterfly? So I said, my egg and my leaf is going to be, my egg is going to be my plans, my ideas, my goals. And the leaf is going to be a piece of paper. So I'm going to write down my plans, my ideas, my goals, my egg, that's my egg, on the piece of paper, which is the leaf, right? Write down all my goals, write down all my plans, and go through the same stage as the butterfly. Then the second stage of the butterfly is the butterfly becomes a caterpillar and it eat all the leaves around. So I said, okay, the second stage of life that you go through, I'm going to do the same thing as the butterfly. I already told you the first stage is you're going to lay the egg on the leaf. The first stage of a butterfly is the egg on the leaf. So your egg is going to be your goals, your ideas, your plans, your just everything you want to conquer. And that leaf is going to be a piece of paper. So you're going to write all your goals and stuff down. That's the first stage. The same stage as the butterfly. The second stage is when that butterfly turns into a caterpillar and it start eating the leaves and it start eating the stuff around. So I said, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna feed myself, and that means I'm gonna feed myself with knowledge and wisdom for every goal, every plan, every ideal I have. I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna see how I can make it grow. Who can help me get this done? What I need to do to read this. So I'm using that as eating. I'm feeding myself. I'm feeding everything that I laid on this piece of paper, which was an egg at first on the first stage. Now I'm in the second stage as the caterpillar eats up everything around. So I'm feeding myself with knowledge. I'm just feeding myself with knowledge. Then the third stage of the butterfly is, this is the stage where the butterfly rests and to get in its cocoon. So that will be July, August, September, because we're going to go through every stage, every quarter. So butterfly go through 4 stages, and we have 4 quarters out of the year. So January to March, the egg is laid on the leaf. That's the first stage of the butterfly. So from January to March, our first quarter, we should have write down all our goals, all our plans, all our ideas, because those are the egg, and we land it on a piece of paper, which is the leaf, and that's the notebook paper. So we do that the first stage. The second stage, it turns into a caterpillar and it eats everything around it. So what we're doing is we researching, we feeding, like April, May to June. we looking up different things. We get people to invest in ourselves. We just researching, planning how we finna conquer everything we have right here, lining it up with the word, doing all of that. So the third stage is when it protects itself. So there's July, August, September. During that particular stage, which is really like the summer, the real meat of the summer. And in the Bible, in Proverbs, it's like really in the summertime, you really supposed to be like, you really supposed to be on the move. Like how the ants and stuff, you really got to be on the move during this particular time. Because this when, even the ants, they start working. Which what we do is we try to vacation during this time and relax. We really supposed to be working. We really supposed to be starting our barn in the summertime. We really supposed to be busy. We really supposed to be moving, just moving around. And what we do is we tend to do the reverse of it, right? So even if you tend to do the reverse, you still gotta put like as that caterpillar eating and stuff, you really gotta put all these ideas to work. You don't plan it out, you got it all out, you got it all out. I'm talking about you moving, you got it all out, you got it all out plan. Then when it's time for you to like chill and rest, because you are basically in your cocoon stage. And normally when the cocoon is, when the butterfly is in the cocoon, it's in a place of lightness, so that its environment is more of a protector, so it won't stand out. So I ain't got to worry about protecting myself or worried about anybody trying to attack me, because I'm in a light environment, but I'm hidden. This stage is so important, and people miss this part of it. When you are in your cocoon stage, you are still within your environment. You still around like certain people or whatever, but your spirit is a whole lot. Your spirit is covered. You really chilling. But that is a form of protection, so that you have blended in with your environment. Sometimes when you blend in within your environment, you are protected that way because you don't stand out. You're not so much sticking out like a sore thumb, because you are amongst life kindness. So in the cocoon stage, the butterfly is around. The butterfly is chilling, but it's in an environment that it has blended in to. So boom. So that's the third stage. So October, November, December, which is the fourth quarter, according to like the calendar, the earthly calendar, that's the fourth quarter. October, November, December. And the fourth stage of the butterfly is when, baby, that cocoon, that egg, that caterpillar, that cocoon done transition into a butterfly. So if you use that same process and that same formula of the butterfly, whatever your egg, your idea, your goals that you wrote down in the first quarter, the first stage, and all that research you put into to make sure that will happen. During that second quarter, you researching, you reading, you saying who can bless me, who can add to this, or what person I need to part of the team, who I need to partner up with, what I need to do. You moving around, you working. Then after you don't put in all the work, you chilling, and you just waiting for the manifestation to occur, and you chilling in a safe place, because it's in the likeness of your environment, so you won't even get attacked. Like it can be, your op can be all around you, and they ain't even seen you. That's a word. Woo. And then, baby, that fourth stage, you're going to anticipate that every goal, every idea that you wrote is going to fly like a butterfly. It's going to manifest into a butterfly, into something beautiful. It's going to transition to exactly what you wrote with that seed on that paper. So let the cycle begin. So even if you are a little late and we are currently in the second quarter, go ahead and still take your egg, your goals, your dreams, your ideas, and write it on a piece of paper. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. From Atlanta, Georgia. So your goals, your dreams, go ahead and write on a piece of paper right now. And now that we are about to go into the second quarter, well, we are in the second quarter. We got one more month in the second quarter. Whatever you wrote down on that piece of paper, research it. See how you're going to increase your followers. Give yourself a goal, a plan to say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to look into this. I'm going to research this. I'm going to see if I can partner with this person. I can see if I can just see whatever type of food I need to feed myself. Because during this stage, the caterpillar is eating. It's on the move. It's trying to grow. And so what you're doing is you feeding yourself. You feeding yourself everything you need to know about everything you wrote as that egg on that piece of paper. Then once you have moved into your third quarter and you have did all the research and you have gotten all like everything you need, you're gonna rest. You're gonna rest. You're gonna rest in the comfort of knowing that that fourth stage is coming. I'm believing everything that I wrote on this piece of paper. I'm believing that it's gonna manifest into a butterfly. So I'm gonna chill. I'm relaxing right now. I'm cooling. I'm still in the mix. I'm still in my environment. But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm in my third quarter. I'm chilling. I'm resting and assuring. Because when that fourth quarter come back around, these goals, these ideas, it's gonna be a butterfly. And then guess what happened? The cycle started back over again. Every season, every season has its place. Every season has its place. It has its place to sit still, to be on the move, to chill. Like nothing grows year round. Every season has its place. So I just wanted to share that, because that was something that I was big on. I used to, have little kickbacks with my girlfriends in Atlanta, and we used to get into it. So I am April Showers, from Atlanta, Georgia. I don't know if you can tell in my accent, but yeah, from Atlanta, Georgia. Born and bred, meaning born and raised in Atlanta. So thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe because that's one of my plans. Y'all help me manifest. I'm finna work. I'm finna start. I'm finna go live and post and add more content. Um. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. April Showers. You can follow me on Instagram at April underscore show underscore ERS. So that's APRIL underscore SHOW underscore ERS. Catch me on Instagram, TikTok, April Showers on Facebook. Peace up, A Town Down.